Welcome back to Athletic Avengers, your go-to spot for the hottest takes in sports. And today we're diving deep into the world of boxing. Specifically, we're talking about Gervonta Tank Davis, one of the most electrifying fighters in the game, who's now at a crossroads. A recent report claims Tank might not fight again, and with his latest legal troubles and questions swirling about dodging rematches, there's a lot to unpack. So buckle up, let's break it down. What's next for Tank Davis? Is he really done, or is he sidestepping challenges like Roach Jr. and Shakur Stevenson? Let's get into it. Alright, let's start with the big news. Just weeks after his arrest on July 11, 2025 for misdemeanor domestic violence charges in Miami, a boxing insider dropped a bombshell. Gervonta Davis might not step back into the ring. This comes from reports suggesting Tank's focus is shifting away from boxing, with some, like former champ Tim Bradley, saying he's mentally hung up the gloves and is chasing big paydays over legacy fights. For a guy with a 30-0-1 record, 28 knockouts, and the WBA lightweight title, that's a wild claim. But is it true, or is this just noise? Let's talk about the arrest first, because it's cast a huge shadow. On June 15, Father's Day, Tank allegedly assaulted his ex-girlfriend, the mother of two of his kids, in a dispute that escalated outside her home in Doral, Florida. Reports say he hit her on the back of the head and slapped her, leaving a cut on her lip. He was released on a $10,000 bond, but this isn't his first brush with the law. He's had domestic violence arrests in 2020 and 2022, plus a 2023 jail stint for a hit-and-run case. This latest incident has put his August 16th rematch with Roach Jr. in serious jeopardy, with new dates like August 23rd or 30 being floated. Now let's get to that Roach rematch. Their first fight in March 2025 was a controversial majority draw. Roach outboxed Tank for stretches in a ninth-round moment where Davis took a knee without it being ruled a knockdown, had fans crying foul. Some believe Tank's looking for a way out of this rematch, especially after Roach's confidence and claims that Davis is scared to get embarrassed. Roach even said he thinks Tank hasn't signed the contract yet. Is Tank ducking Roach? Roach gave him his toughest fight ever, taking away his perfect record. A loss here could tank his stock, especially for bigger fights. Speaking of bigger fights, let's talk Shakur Stevenson, the WBC lightweight champ. Fresh off a dominant win over William Zepeda, has been calling out Tank for years, saying it's the biggest fight in boxing. Shakur's 24-0, a defensive wizard, and he's even picked Roach to beat Tank in the rematch based on their sparring history. But Tank's been ice cold on the idea, with some saying he's avoiding Shakur's technical style because it's too risky. Promoter Eddie Hearn and Saudi boxing bigwig Turki Al-Sheikh are pushing for this mega fight, but Tank's silence speaks volumes. Is he dodging Shakur to protect his brand? So what's next for Tank? Option 1, he fights Roach, settles the score, and risks a loss that could derail his plans for a massive payday against Shakur or even a wild card like Jake Paul. Option 2, he skips Roach and pushes for Shakur, but that fight's a stylistic nightmare for him. Shakur's defense could make Tank look ordinary. Option 3, he takes Bradley's critique to heart and retires, walking away at 30 with millions in the bank, but a legacy that's incomplete. Or there's the dark horse. Legal issues could force a hiatus, especially with his domestic violence issues might take. Tank's not done, but he's at a fork in the road. The Roach rematch is a must to clear the controversy, and a Shakur fight could cement him as a legend if he wins. But these legal troubles are a pattern, and they're threatening to overshadow his talent. Bernard Hopkins and Bill Haney have urged him to focus on family and get his head right, and I think that's key. Tank's got the skills to be one of the greats, but he's got to stay out of trouble and stop chasing easy money. Alright, Avengers, what do you think? Is Tank ducking Roach and Shakur, or is he just caught up in the chaos? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more combat sports heat. Until next time, stay locked in with Athletic Avengers.